Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Don from 1A Auto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And the next time you need a part for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to show you how to replace a front window regulator on this 2012 Chevy Traverse, and we show you on the driver's side, but the passenger side is a similar procedure. And the items you'll need for this is a new window regulator from 1AAuto.com, a 90-degree pick, a T30 Torx bit and ratchet, a door panel clip tool, a putty knife, a flat blade screwdriver, 10mm socket, razor blade, and tape. Start off by removing the panel behind the door handle, and then this panel right here behind the pull handle. And we use a 90-degree pick. You just stick it in the slot behind the top of the panel, and then you just pry out. It pulls right off. And then on this one, it's at the bottom of the panel, same thing, just stick the pick in and pry out. And you'll see this T30 bolt and then these two right here. You want to just go ahead and remove those. Now the clips on the back of these door panels are hard to get started, so what we do is we use a putty knife to protect the paint, then we stick a clip tool up along the putty knife onto the clip, and then using a flat blade screwdriver in between the two of them, you pry out and it'll release that clip. Once you get the first one, it's a little bit easier to get the rest. You just stick your hand up behind the panel and then find the clip, give it a good tug, and just do this around each clip. And once you've released each of those clips, the door panel lifts up and off. Next, you have to disconnect your door handle cable. You just push this out of the bracket, pull it back, and unclip the cable, then lift it up and out of the door handle. Now you want to disconnect these two harnesses. Just push on the tab and pull them free. Using a pair of pliers, just pry out the clips on this panel. And then using a razor blade, you want to carefully cut off your water shield. You're only really cutting the adhesive. You don't want to damage the water shield at all because you want to be able to stick it back into place.
These vehicles have cable style regulators, and when they break, usually you can just grab the window, move it up and down, and you want to move it down so that you can access that 10mm bolt, and then remove this plug and access the other 10mm bolt. And we'll just fast forward here as we remove them.
Now pull your window up and tape it into place. And now you want to pry out this cap with a flat blade screwdriver. And then you want to remove that 10mm bolt, that 10mm nut, and these two 10mm bolts. And we'll just fast forward as Don does that. Disconnect your window motor harness by pushing on the tab and pulling the harness free. Now pull your window regulator and motor out of the door. In the back is the old window regulator. Up front is the new one from 1A Auto. You can see they're identical and will fit exactly the same. Feed your new window regulator back into the door. And then line it up. Once you have the regulator stud pushed through the door and it's lined up, you want to just put a bolt into the socket and twist it in. And then replace your 10mm nut and those other two 10mm bolts, and then tighten all of them up. Reconnect your harness, and then using a wire tie, just clip it to that hole in the door. Now remove the tape and lower your window down onto the regulator. Then replace those two 10mm bolts. Now replace your water shield. And then reclip that block back into place. And replace those rubber caps. Now to reinstall your door panel, just put your door handle rod back into place on the door handle. Pull it back, clip it back into that bracket and push it into place. And then reconnect your two harnesses. Now lift your door panel up over the lock rod. And push it down into place. And you want to rest it up on the windowsill. And make sure it pushes back down in. And now check around the edges, make sure the clips are lined up, and then hit them into place. Replace the three T30 Torx bolts and tighten them up. And now push those two panels back into place.
We hope this video helps you out. Brought to you by oneaauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.